Shut up!
Welcome to the Tatung CM14SBS. This is the best CRT ever created. I am super excited to share this CRT with you guys. I know LCDs have been coming out, but I don't know if you've been reading the magazines on them that have been showing their specs, but they're honestly not really that impressive. I'm actually not really that impressed myself. So I'm still sticking with CRTs for the time being until LCDs get to at least 1080p, because my CRT can do all the way up to like 1200 freaking p, which is unheard of. Anyways, this is the best one though. It's a 14-inch CRT. It looks amazing. One of my favorite things to do is watch Smosh on it. But let's get into the crazy specs of this CRT. So we have a horizontal frequency of 30 kilohertz to 48 kilohertz. I think. I honestly have no idea. I tried testing some resolutions and this thing just doesn't seem to make sense with anything that it gets sent. So I'm kind of just going off of what I think it is. It seems to be about 30 to 48 kilohertz. Same thing with the vertical frequency, 48 to 80 hertz. I am a little bit more rigid on that one. I think that is the actual spec of it from what I've tested. As the name insinuates, it's a 14-inch tube, and that's all we have for specs on it. Moving on to the front of the monitor, there's a power button, no OSD buttons, there's just knobs because this monitor is fully analog. There's no OSD to be found on this thing. There's a horizontal position knob, a vertical size knob, vertical position knob, and then brightness and contrast knobs. That's all you get, and then if you go to the back here, we have the standard IEC port, a tethered VGA cable. Tethered VGA cable. I don't know, I'm just so used to high-end CRTs at this point that I forget that that's kind of like the norm. And then we have these pots here that you can adjust for resolutions. It's got two, labeled 800 by 600 and then 1024 by 768, but I can run like in between those, and I can also run like 480p and stuff, so it's not like some weird restricted thing. It's analog. It's you know, there's no set things. Although I couldn't really get 768p to work at 60 hertz or above or etc. So I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. The tube is a shadow mask tube. I don't know what the dot pitch is. I'm not gonna fucking measure it. It is very, very coarse. Like, holy shit. But isn't that nice? Like, don't we love coarse tubes? It's a look. It looks good. Yeah, it's the sharpest tube ever made. Okay, so to like actually break character really quick, there's obviously not a whole lot to talk about with the monitor, so the next thing we're gonna go over is like the internals. So, I guess let's get to that. We need something to talk about. Alright, here we are with the internals. So this thing's got 4 screws that you take out. You also gotta take the stand off. Isn't that great? You gotta take the stand of it off if you want to actually fully disassemble it because it holds the shell in place. And then once you have that off, I would really like to quickly mention this. I feel like this is a bit of a hazard. Maybe it's convenient for servicing it. Why would you service this though? But when I was grabbing this, I almost put my fingers here. I was literally almost harmed by e-waste. You can easily put your fingers in here and get a little zappy from touching the solder joints. Also, there's just a capacitor, a resistor, and then I think bodge wires or just wires or whatever the fuck. It's just so jank. But anyways, looking at the insides, it's actually pretty clean in here. Like, there's just a little bit of dust, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. And of course, we got a Chunghwa tube. Chunghwa power, baby. Shut up! The serial port goes to this little PCB here. I'm not honestly sure what this is for, but this is probably just for some sort of control, maybe over the geometry and stuff. I don't really know, but it's actually kind of interesting. This is the flyback, and then besides that, I'm just going to give you guys a quick overview with the music, and then we're going to go on to the last chapter of the video. Enjoy the Tatung magic and get yourself comfy. Alrighty, now it's time for the content montage. Let's get on to it. But before we get to that, can you guys please rate the video 5 stars? Thank you guys for watching the best CRT ever created. I love this tube with all my heart. It is my main monitor. I've been using it for 50 years, and it has had no issues. I have no problems with it. It's really good. So now we're gonna go on to the content montage, and I think we're gonna really enjoy the content that I'm gonna be showing on it. I got a lot of Flash games that I'm gonna be playing, and also just a lot of really cool YouTube videos that I found on my webpage, so make sure you guys watch that too, and then we'll have fun, and then subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Here we go.